Good afternoon. Just a very quick update, a little garden tour, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Keep safe, happy gardening. Sam's here. So I'll turn you around and take you through the garden. Just taking you through the start of the garden bed we completed a couple of months ago. To think that this was very bare a couple of months ago is quite something else. It looks full, colourful, just exactly how I wanted it to. So pretty much everything in here started off as seed that I grew in the hothouse. So I'll just go through. We've got some snapdragons, different stocks. We've got some, I think ochre, ruby. There is a camellia bush in there somewhere. There is Queen Anne's lace. There's chocolate and there's green, which we've got buds on, which is looking really lovely. There's a couple of roses in there that I transplanted because they were pot bound. And just on the edge we've got some lobelia and we've got some noise. So lots of different colour snapdragons, which I think is just beautiful. I particularly love this one. It's just got that bi-colour to it and it just adds into the rest. We're going to go through to the rest. So some more Queen Anne's lace.
This one here, not bad yet.
No, it's not quite out yet, is it?
No.
Hey, that's a luxe.
But this one is very almost going
Yeah.
to open.
Yeah. So there's some larkspurs out, which you see in the background. They're peach and pink as well. We've got lots more snapdragons. We've got a few foxgloves around the back, which are just trying to do their best. The weather hasn't been great here. So up a bit further, we continue. We've got dahlias coming up. They've really struggled this year because of no heat, but they're starting to come up. So as these are the larkspurs, I just think they're beautiful. I absolutely love them. So then you've got this tricolour salvia, which is very, very nice as well. Bees are absolutely loving it. You can probably hear them there. Bees are starving around here, so that's good. And this is the buddleia. This is the summer beauty. I love the buddleias. They're just such a beautiful flower. More dahlias growing. They're slowly getting there. We've got the ornamental grape, which is climbing up nicely. Some more tricolour salvia. We've got some lupins growing quite nicely. They're small. Not sure that they'll produce any flowers, but we'll see. We've got some more larkspur. This is the other buddleia that I've got, which is just beautiful colour, dark night. Lots of other different things that I've put in there, just some pansies and obviously our pots of dahlias. The biggest thing I find with them, I'll take you around this side, calendula, little spot here with the peach tree behind it. Just behind here, other garden bed. This is my dahlia patch. So the dahlias are quite short. Normally they grow a lot taller before putting buds on, but this year they're short. So I'm just going to be grateful whatever I get this year, and we'll see how we go. I've got a couple of dahlias out. This one was given to me, so it's a hybrid one from my mother-in-law, and it's produced beautifully. I've got this mystery dahlia here, which I think is going to be a purple. That's a bit exciting. So these all down the bottom here are my seed dahlias from seed, and I've got my first one out, so I'm pretty happy. Second one's just about to come out as well. So there's quite a few buds. As I said, small plants, buds starting to show, a little bit unusual. But anyway, we'll be grateful for whatever we get this year. And I'll do the rest of the tour in a moment. We'll come up through the arbour. I'm going to go through to our productive area. So in this productive area, I have growing various berries, loganberries, raspberries, and some young berries and strawberries. I've got them netted because it actually gives us a crop. So as you can see, I've got some berries ripening beautifully. I'm really pleased. In our other raised bed, we've got the espalier apples. Again, I've got them netted because I know in previous times birds just come crazy for them, and eat all the apples. But I've just noticed I've got some sugar snap peas here that have just gone crazy. So that's exciting. Just pull it, darling. Just pull it open. Just pull it. Okay, just give me a minute and I'll come over. So I just snuck out without the child. He's busy inside watching TV. So I'll just continue on with the garden tour. So in this bed we have some rhubarb. So just one plant, which is growing quite well. We've had one feed from it, so we'll probably get another feed very shortly. We've got some beetroot, which we've had a feed from. Carrots, which are going crazy. I think I'm going to have to cut these down so they don't go to seed, so they're not ready yet. We've got onions growing okay. Never had much success with those, so I'm hoping that they'll be okay. Corn, which is very slow. A small patch of corn. We've got some marigold flowers at the end there. Turning around, we've got the spare bed where the potatoes came from. So in this bed at the end, I've got the cherry rose nasturtium, which I really love. I've got a spare spot for something. I might put some lettuce in here. I've got some lettuce seeds, I might put that in. Then I've got some basil, some spring onions, and I've just put one punnet of zucchini, a black knight or zucchini. I didn't grow these from seed. They're already struggling in our weather, but I'm just going to let them go and see how they go. In this bed we've got tomatoes and pumpkins. The tomatoes are doing really well, lots of flowers. I'm hoping for a good lot of tomatoes. Again, our weather's not been great, but you know, you just got to keep on at it, don't you? Better than eating supermarket tomatoes, that's for sure. And the way life going at the moment with all these contaminations, I think I'd much rather eat my own food. So lots of tomatoes there, and pumpkins are just starting to take off, which is what I want. I want them to spill over and go onto the ground here. So they're just finally starting to take off. Around here we've got the lemon tree, which we're just starting to get some buds, which is good. Some lettuce, which is taking probably almost at seed, but I'll try and keep going with that. Some more tomatoes, some more dahlias, which are struggling. That's okay. Although mind you, this one, the Briannon, is not looking healthy at all, but it's got a bud. We'll take it. Over here we've got some sweet peas, which are growing okay. More tomatoes, and at the back there, probably struggling a little bit, which you believe is the blackberry, but that's just the first year. Hothouse is empty. It's just too hot this time of year when it does get hot. So also here I've got some capsicums growing, so that's good. So the only thing to show you now is our chooks. So we've got 5 chooks, which we're almost ready to let out shortly. They're finally just getting to know us. I can't let them out and roam until they're comfortable with us and they will come when we're called. So we've got 4 chooks that are ours, and that black and white big one just there is our border chook. So a friend of mine had most of her chooks taken from a fox, and so we had we kept her here until we can get her, so they can fix their roost, their chicken house. So she's a boarder, but she's very cute and she's doing well. So hopefully within the next week we can let them out. They've just got to be at the stage where they'll come when we sort of shake the food container. I don't want them to be at risk of anything. So one last thing I'm going to show you and ask for some advice is this area. This area is still up for debate. So we've had lots of ideas, lots of plans. We thought we'd have a rose garden in there. Now the latest is we thought we might have some more veggie patches in there, and the latest idea that we have is a very small orchard. So looking at getting 5 trees in there, not big ones, just the smaller ones, but more and more lately I'm just wanting to grow my own food, as much food as possible, and that could be our next option, but it's still up for debate. And yeah, that's our next plans after that. There's a few plans at the front which we're also going to do, but probably next year we'll plant this out either with some fruit trees or some vegetable patch. That's coming up. Anyway, that's a very small walk in our garden. Everything's doing well. Really, really pleased, considering it's only been a few months since this has been developed. It's really pretty. I do hope you have the best Christmas. Keep safe, and we'll look forward to talking and showing you more videos next year of our plans. Take care. Bye.